Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 19th of March. Now I am outside today, it's beautiful and sunny, there's a light breeze, but it's just a beautiful autumn day, so I thought I'd come out and share it with the birds. Of course the doggos are out here, I've got Sprocket here and Sophie's over here. Fingers they don't get into a scrap today and have another powwow like they did yesterday. They like getting outside, it's actually good for them. Gosh, you guys, I can't even imagine the winter you've had with all the grey skies and rain you guys are getting in the UK, etc. It's just getting crazy now, isn't it? So I'm hoping you'll get some sunshine for your beautiful spring that you're coming into. It sounds like the bulbs and everything are starting to come up where you guys are living. As I said and showed you the other day, the yellow leaves are falling off the trees here. Autumn is definitely upon us. Okay, before I get started, welcome. Anybody new to my channel, I've got a lot of new subscribers, which is really wonderful. We've built a little community here of like-minded people who we pretty much see through all the garbage and lies that we're currently being fed by our governments and mainstream media. So welcome anybody new. Please, if you'd like to subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notification as well so my videos do pop up and you know when, well, supposedly if YouTube pops them up on your feed. And also hit those like buttons, guys, and please feel free to comment down below. A lot of my comments do go missing. I have to go and search for them in different areas. So I have to go, not only do they put a few under my YouTube channel, but they take a few away. And they put them in my YouTube studio for some reason. I don't know why. So I'll have to hunt around today. So if I haven't got back to your comments, don't panic. They might pop up somewhere else because I do have to go searching for them. All right, let's get started, guys. Oh, the only bit of admin I've got today, I haven't got much today. I think we all saw the Royal Kardashian sagas continue. We've got the Will and Kate just casually leaving the markets like, oh, nothing to see here. Oh, cheers everyone, I got my coffee. I don't even know if it was really them. Looked like a couple of doppelgangers to me, but I could be wrong. I thought William looked a bit shady with his head down and his hat on, and I didn't think that looked like Kate at all. But that's probably because it was so grainy. Who knows? We seem to get fed so much garbage these days. You don't know what's real and what isn't real. Anyway, it'll be the William and Kate show for a little bit at the moment, I'm guessing. That should keep the paparazzi at bay. I doubt it. It'll just hype them up more. And then we'll be hearing that, were these doppelgangers? Was it really them? It just goes on and on. All right, how about we get straight into the reading, guys, and see what comes up. Yeah, I'm getting the tornado energy this year. Everything's just getting swept up, whirled around and plonked back down this year. That's pretty much what is happening with most people's lives. Everything's going belly up. We keep saying it. We know it's Clown Show 2.0 this year, where more of the reset is coming. They're going to be trying to push new agendas. And this is going to cause absolute chaos, turmoil, and what would you say? Destruction. I would say the word is destruction. If you think of a hurricane that's just gone through or a tornado, they're pretty destructive. Not much left standing after one of those goes through. And that's what I'm getting for this year. A lot of destruction energy. All right. Oh, I'm getting a lot about harming the people. We've been talking for a while here about, you know, jab injuries, myocarditis, etc., etc. Perhaps even, well, we haven't even got to that area yet. Sterility, is it? People being maybe sterile. We haven't got that far yet because we knew that was going to be a bit of a process. But I feel there's going to be more of this stuff coming out now about the side effects. I won't say what of, because I think we all know what the side effects are going to continue to increase this year big time. There's going to be big global movements around side effects, people coming together, fighting back, trying to get, well, as we know, some sort of compensation, because we know Big Pharma, exempt from everything, and pretty much the governments are too. They probably are very picky on who they give a payout to, I would think. You'd have to pass the means test as usual. So I'm getting a lot more of people coming together. I'm getting lawsuits. I'm getting big groups of people fighting back. And a lot of this could be around the, well, sort of long-term side effects. Because really, it's probably been about 4 years now this has all been going, hasn't it? 2 years really solidly. And a lot of people might have, yes, they could have long COVID. We know that's a big thing now. It seems to be always something coming out around it all, doesn't it? Anyway, we won't talk too much about that because, as we know, we can't on this channel. You're not able to talk about that because there's only one opinion on that, remember, guys, one narrative. All right, let's keep going. So I am getting this big global movements around these things because people want compensation. When people can't go to work, people lose loved ones, blah, blah, blah. That affects a household big time, doesn't it? Not only emotionally, but financially. And imagine that, financially losing like one income if you've got an injury of some sort. It's major. Or if someone can't have children, just an example. We're going to hear more about this year. It's coming. And there'll be big lawsuits and big groups coming together. I mean, there already has been, but it's all about compensation, monetary compensation. I'm seeing America kind of leading the charge with this. I feel like Americans are going to lead the charge with these fightbacks around compensation and lawsuits against pretty much the government. Because who else do you fight? Oh, goodness. All right. I can't even say what I want to say because I got a strike for it last time. The old, well, SAFE, yes, not, but we can't say that because if we say anything to do with being effective, we get a strike. So we can't say that, guys. All right, got to spell it. It's like, it's just, where's the freedom of speech, guys? Hello? What is going on? We know they're all passing all the bills. Oh, yeah, pass all your bills. I told you all about the climate activists, extinction protesters down in Melbourne, that are getting all in trouble and dragged off the Westgate Bridge and all this stuff now. And so all the bills are being passed yet again about freedom of speech and speaking out against your government. It's so predictable, guys. We could have written this book. We could write this book, couldn't we? The next chapter, Clown Show 2.0. We know where it's all headed. Anyway, let's continue. They're showing me Sushi drafting a letter. I feel like Sushi's writing some very important document. Hang on, let's see if I can get it. He's at his desk in 10 Downing Street, being very important, as he always is, saving the world, you know how it goes. And they're showing me him writing this letter. Hang on. I feel like Sushi's getting approval for things. He's getting approval from the higher-ups. They're showing me, obviously, Cotton Schwab, but it's all his plebs as well. I feel like Sushi's getting approval to implement something hard and fast. I told you he's going to hit you with a lot. I told you he's going to come to a dead-end street because the people are going to be absolutely livid because they'll realise he's sold them off to other countries, etc., etc. And I am getting that he's drafting this letter to get the approval to pass something. Well, obviously, you would think around Parliament and bills, because obviously we've been talking here for a couple of weeks, guys, how he's got a lot of his Parliament offside and there's a lot of combative sort of energy going on. Because it's like I say to you guys, a lot of the people within their own Parliament don't know a lot of the things they're about to roll out until it's right on the doorstep. And then it makes them rise up. There's a lot going on in the UK. So I'm getting now that Sushi's writing this letter to try and get approval to, it's almost like he's wanting to override his own government. He wants to go above the government and just do it anyway. And he needs the approval of the, I guess you could call it the puppet masters above and that back him. He needs this approval. You got a lot going on in the UK. You've got a lot. Fingers, you keep standing up. Got to keep this momentum going, guys. Hang on. And see, this is the problem for sushi. This is what I'm getting. You can't put a square peg in a round hole. He's trying to force people, the little people, peasants and Lego people, to go into a round hole, and it's not fitting. So at the moment, sushi and his countrymen are not fitting together. Sushi and UK are not fitting together. Sushi's forcing the square peg into the round hole, and it's not going. That's why he's like, it's almost like if you think about a kid's toy where you try and fit the shapes in, it's like he's writing for permission and approval to take the lids off so everything fits into his reset plan, so he can just drop the blocks into the box. That's what I'm getting. He needs approval to like unlock the lid of the box, open it up, and then everything will fit in and it'll just go in nicely. And he doesn't have to force things. He can just do it because he's got permission to do it. You wouldn't think that someone like Sushi would need permission off anybody, but we know they're not the ones steering the ship, or running the show rather. They're just the puppets doing what they're told to do, I guess. All right, let's keep going. Now I'm getting UK red meat eliminating from the diet. We know the red meat's going to be a big deal this year. It's going to be huge. Every time I go to the supermarket and I see all those plant-based, lab-based, protein-based foods, I just giggle to myself, because every time the bit of the section's getting wider and wider at the supermarket, isn't it? You can see they're slowly phasing the meat out. Like I said to you, putting the shoplifting labels on the meat the other day in Melbourne. This is happening, guys. This is for real, because it's so expensive to buy a nice steak. Well, no one can probably afford it anyway. Like I said the other day, everyone's cooking cheaper meals like sausages and pasta and spaghetti and all this stuff. It's mad, it really is. So I'm getting that for UK. They're working on the meat reduction. And obviously they are, because they're targeting the farmers first. Well, in Europe they are. So we know that they're working their way through everybody. But they go for the big wigs. So the ones that have the meat, that produce the meat, that farm the meat, and then that'll naturally reduce it down, because if the farmers have less cows and all this, because they've got to reduce their numbers, remember, they're forcing them to do that because of their terrible cow fart emissions. Like, none of this makes sense, guys. None of it. So then it'll filter down. There'll be less and less steaks, so the steaks will be dearer and dearer because there's less of them. God, we'll be lucky if in time if we're all on the, the bread and water diet, like we're in prison, the bread and water diet. Or they might give us a glass of milk if we're lucky. It's where it's all heading. Unbelievable, because we know you can't grow your own veggies like we all do, most of us here do. Oh yes, that's going to be illegal soon, because Billy Goat won't be making any money out of all of us, will he, guys? Which is Bill Gates, if you knew. And all his farmer mates that have bought everything up. All right, let's keep going. I'm going off on a tangent now. All right. Oh, I'm getting this song, guys. I'm getting it downloaded to me because my cousin's twin died yesterday. They were twins. They were very different. She's a small, petite blonde, and he's a very tall, dark-haired, 6'4" guy. And he died, and he used to play the trumpet. And I'm getting the song downloaded to me, obviously, because he's around. And I'm getting that song. He used to play the trumpet. I got this song ages ago, and I remember telling you guys about it. Good Morning, Starshine. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. You twinkle above us, you twinkle below. Oh, it's a beautiful song. Sorry, guys, I have to mention it because he died yesterday. I don't know what he died of, actually, because I don't have much to do with them. But I know him very well. So for some reason, I'm just getting that song. It's kind of sad. It must be sad for my cousin. Her name is Wendy. As her twin, you would have to feel something, wouldn't you? You would think. So I am sorry, guys. I just got a download of that song. It is a beautiful song. Oh, okay, let's continue. I got a download in the middle of my reading. What the heck? You know, the guide's always dropping in a bit of music where they can. All right. Oh, I'm getting when the calendar month turns over, which means from March to April, we're going to see a lot of things going on. An enormous amount of awakening. We're going to see an enormous amount of protesting, an enormous amount of rolling out of nonsense, more nonsense, garbage, lies, BS, all the above. There's going to be, April is a real hit the ground. It's all right, Sprocket. Mummy's here. It's all right, Sprock, I'm just here. It's a real hit the ground. No, don't. No, get here. Oh, Sophie's just, it's all right, Sprocket. Sit. No barking. It's a hit the ground running month. And I mean for everybody. Government's going to hit the ground running, and then the people are going to hit the ground running. But it's showing me like all, like a heap of headless chickens. That's what I'm getting in a chicken coop when the food's been thrown out, all the scraps have been thrown into the chook yard, and the chooks just run everywhere like all chaotic. That's what I'm getting. It's chaos in all directions for government, for people. Probably not for us on my channel, because we tend to stay out of the chaos and remove ourselves from any confusion. That's why we continue to do our filing cabinet system to keep our thoughts really clear. We keep spiritually decluttering. We're very mindful of where we're at emotionally. We're very protective of ourselves as well. We get that all the time. So I'm getting this when the calendar turns in April. Oh, high maintenance, my dogs. We're going to get there's going to be a lot of movement in every avenue of all our lives. Oh, well, we always get the ripple effect as well, because we see a lot of these things that are going on. So that's what's happening when the calendar turns. And I don't think any of us could deny that. Remember when we got January? Don't go, that song Don't Go, when we're back in January. Now we're nearly in April, guys. We're in March. Easter's early this year. We're going to really... well, look what's happened rather between January and now. Heaps has been happening. All right, so when the calendar turns, it's all systems go, is what I'm getting in all areas. Oh, fingers, we hope it is. We hope it is all. Oh, I can tell you now that won't be all systems go in Australia. There'll be nothing happening down here. Oh, I think I can guarantee you that, guys. God. All right. Let's keep going. I'm getting Dictator Dan and Dictator Trudeau. They're putting them in the same category. They might have become good mates or something. There's some connection with these two. Whether they communicate, whether they share what they've been doing. We know Dictator Dan went hard. He was just as bad as Trudeau, if not worse. The only thing he didn't do was freeze the bank accounts, which was very bad. But I am getting there's this like minds come together, so they might be coming together. I wonder what these two are up to. This could be coming down the track. I'm getting Dictator Dan and Dictator Trudeau. What is Dictator Dan doing? Does anybody know? I want to know what he's doing. Is he at the WEF puppet show now? We don't know. There's rumours about that. Could be just rumours. So they must converse a lot. I think they became quite connected during the I call it the jab wheel event. I feel like they threw a lot of ideas around together. I still feel there's a real connection between those two. And I mean literally, I think they talk a lot. But now that Dictator Dan's left, I wonder what's going on there, and I wonder where he is. I wonder what his new role is, because I think he's got a new role. So whether it is communicating with Turdo, we don't know. So I am getting this connection with these two dictators, sharing their wonderful ideas of how to take over the land, take over the world. Oh, what a circus. Who do these people think they are? Honestly. Oh, all right, hang on. Keep getting it. England's rising. Oh, I have to say it, guys. You know I do. Fingers for April. England's rising. They are. You are. You have to. You have to, because sushi's going to come too hard. Oh my God. England's exhausted too from all this. But I think they're exhausted from the Royal Kardashian bloody circus show as well. That's never ending. It's a great distraction for Sushi. He's absolutely loving it because he, in the background's getting everything set up. He's doing his giant setup. See? It's not even hard. Well, everyone's looking at Kate and Will and, oh, Chucky. Has Chucky got cancer? Like, really? I don't know. I'm questioning a lot of that, guys. We do have to question a lot around the royals. So I'm getting that, the old distraction. Sushi's like, beauty. Let's do all the prep work and get ready for April. So whatever's going to happen, it's happening in April. Keep getting England rising. England just means UK because that'll be the place where people will come together. All right, see if there's anything else and then we'll pull some cards, guys. I'm getting Germany and I'm getting the people have spoken. I feel like there's some really serious stuff going on in Germany about communicating with the government. I do feel like the people are really putting their foot down. It's probably the farmers and things, but I do feel there's very good communication coming from the people side in Germany. They're really laying down the law of what they want and what they don't want. They're being very clear. The communication of the people in Germany is very good when it's coming to addressing these government leaders. They're telling the leaders what they do and don't want. It's so brilliant. Why can't the rest of the world do that? Oh my God. Why aren't people doing this? I don't get it, guys. Oh, hang on. I'm getting Belgium, Munich, France. We've still got fight backs going on. We're not going to see any of it. Of course we're not. And they're getting tired of fighting. See, and I think, to be honest, guys, you do get sick of fighting it. You do get sick of fighting it. We all got burnout when we were all, most of us here, welcome anybody new, even if you weren't a freedom fighter, doesn't matter, we're accepting of everyone here. But when we were fighting these battles 2.5 or whatever years ago, it got really exhausting. After about 6 months, I think most of us pulled the pin on it because it was like, oh, why aren't people seeing this? And you know what's really weird, guys? And just to mention to you, I was watching a Bashar last night. I might even share it to my Facebook page, Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach. And he was talking about the different realities and how people really do see different things. I mean, we know that here because we feel and sense vibrational frequencies. So we have this ability to perhaps live in the 3D but see the 5D. It's like a different channel, I guess. But he really talked about, you know, if you switch that channel, you get a different reality, but you switch the channel back, you don't see that anymore. So really, we do have to cut some of these people some slack because I really believe that they just didn't see it. Well, they're starting to see it now because it's like it's starting to click over to the next channel, which is their reality that's coming towards them. So it was it was interesting hearing him talk and describe the different realities because we always just go, how are people not seeing this? But it's obviously they're not on the vibrational channel that we're on. It's very bizarre, isn't it? Because you just think, how can they not see it? But I honestly, now listening to a few things like that, you think, I don't think they are seeing it. Although they are starting to. All right, I'm going to have to pull some cards, guys. Oh, sometimes we just need the guidance, don't we? Oh, I'm still doing my picker cards too, guys, so bear with me. Yesterday I did you Pam Colley. I know you got yours, so thank you for replying to that. I'm going to pull you guys a Gaia Oracle. This is just for a little bit of guidance to help us get through what is so far a very exhausting, tiresome, never-ending year of nonsense. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it. I know you guys are the same. It's like, what is happening here? The dream. I've always got to cover these guys because they're always nude. I'm going to have to cover her this way. Look, you can see she's laying down. The dream. Oh, hang on. I've got to get the specs, guys. Sophie's in the dirt, as usual. Something is revealed. Insight breakthrough. Something is revealed. Maybe it's the truth being revealed. Let's hope so, guys. Look at the nice bright moon. That would be like, you think of a full moon, it's like daylight when there's a full moon. So things are lighting up. Maybe our dream is coming true that everyone in the whole wide world will wake up, guys. That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Let's pull a unicorn card as well, guys. God, we can only hope, couldn't we? It was slow, but it is getting faster. The awakening is definitely, it's definitely happening. You can feel the vibe changing. You can sort of sense people every time the government does something. We've got potential rate rises again here in Australia, and they're saying they're going to keep it on hold. Oh, aren't they nice? What, this time, but not the next 10 times? Probably. Moving. Change is happening, so be prepared to move physically or spiritually. So it looks like everyone's off in the wagon there, guys. Moving. Change is happening, so be prepared to move spiritually, or physically or spiritually. And I think that's about us. Just keep progressing. Keep doing your spiritual growth. Keep learning. Keep evolving. Don't stay stagnant, which none of us really do. How about we pull an outcome card at Doreen Virtue? I heard another kookaburra yesterday, guys. I can't hear him today. He's not about. All right, we got one. New love. Oh, the nude cherubs. We might get in trouble. I better cover them. Oh, bloody YouTube. New love. And if you think about that, I'm getting that song from Strictly Ballroom. Have you seen the movie Strictly Ballroom, guys? It's so funny. It's an Aussie movie. It's a great movie. You'll love it. It's got music and dancing, and it's just a really fun movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch Strictly Ballroom. And it's just giving me that song, Love is in the Air. And that's the theme song from the movie by John Paul Young. Everywhere I look around, doo-doo-doo, love is in the air. Every sight and every sound. And what they're saying there is it's that love frequency vibration is in the air. Yay! That means people are moving. They're coming into their true strength and power. It's awesome. Every sight and every sound. And I don't know if it's illusion. Don't know if I'm feeling wise. But it's something that I can't believe in. And it's there when I look in your eyes. Oh, I've got to go play that song today. Go watch the film clip. It's fantastic. It's about ballroom dancing. Love is in the Air by Paul Young. It's a great song. I absolutely love it. But that's what they're saying, the vibrational frequency. Love is in the air, the heart vibration. Everything's changing. It's brilliant, guys. Oh, that's so cute. I love that song, and I love that movie. All right, like I said, I'm going to do my pick a card now, guys. Yesterday I did Pam Colley, and today, guess who I'm doing? Yes. Oh, yes, we can't have you crying and sooking. I'm doing Martin Lomsetter. How do you say your name, Martin? Lomsetter? Martin Lomsetter. I call you Marty. Well, Marty, I'm going to pull you a... Oh, I'm here sharing my sunshine with you too, Martin. I know you get a little bit jealous of my sunshine. I've still got about a month of sunshine, but you are coming into spring, so we'll get a little jealous then. Universe card, you said you were still having temperatures in the minuses there in Sweden. Not good. Not good. I'm much preferring sitting here in the sunshine under my apple tree. Dogs are quiet today too, aren't they? All right, let's see what you get, Martin. Let's see. We'll get a bit of... Oh, hang on. They're all jumping out, Martin. Your energy's all crazy. Hang on. All right. Turbulence. Active galaxy. There you go. I'll give it to you like that. So it almost looks like things are a little bit explosive for you, Martin. Turbulence. And you think of turbulence, it's like I think of like we were talking about the other day, the plane dropping or something like that, a little bit bumpy. You might have some bumpy times this year, but nothing you can't overcome. It's like jumping hurdles, that's all. Just take longer strides, figure out ways to get up and over things. But just keep moving forward, even though you might have a few hiccups and hurdles this year, Martin, and a few turbulent times. I feel like you're also going to have like celebration, which is kind of weird. See, if you look here, Martin, that almost looks like a champagne bottle with champagne coming out of the cork. I am seeing that. Because sometimes when you go through the turbulent times, it can bring a lot of joy. So I'm just getting that for you. Might be a little bit of an up and down year for you, Martin. I'm going to pull you also Adoring Virtue as well. I think it's going to be an up and down year for most people, Martin, so you're not going to be alone now trying to navigate this. But you're going to have a few hurdles to overcome, but they're not insurmountable. They're just hurdles that you need to, when you see a hurdle coming up, for example, just prepare yourself and jump it. Don't like get to the hurdle and stop. Just keep going. That's what I'm getting for you, Martin. No hesitation this year. Just keep going forward. I've got 2 for you. Oh, here we go. Balance. It's a beautiful card. I don't think we've ever had that one before. Oh, you're very unique, Martin. You've got your own card that we've never had before. Balance. And you think about that sphere. It almost says to me too, there's been times where you have carried the weight of the world. But I'm actually getting that you're balancing everything really beautifully now between your personal life, your work life, your home life. I feel like you now have mastered very good balance of everything. You're able to carry, I feel like that ball you would think would be quite heavy there in that picture. But even though you might have a heavy load, like you might have a heavy load just in life in general, I feel like you balance and carry it well now. And it's taken a bit of time and it takes practice, but I feel like you're much better at balancing things. It's even showing me you like juggling. You've become very good at juggling your life. Very rarely, Martin, do you drop the balls. You know, everybody does it occasionally, but you're one of these people who, for example, if you were juggling and you dropped a ball, you'd just pick it up and rejuggle it again. You wouldn't see it as a big deal now. Once upon a time you probably did, when you couldn't balance all the balls and everything, it made you feel like a failure, but I feel like you no longer see yourself as a failure. It's beautiful, and I always talk about failure, Martin, that failure is something that helps us to learn and grow. You think of most successful people, when you fail at something, most people who are like billionaires or very successful, they pick themselves up and they get going again. Well, that's what I feel like you're like, Martin, that you've already done the hard yards. You're through all that now. You're like on the other side. You don't see, you recognize now that any failure or mistakes or anything like that is just a learning curve, and you just get up and you keep moving on. You've got very good at that. I'm going to pull you an outcome as well, Martin. A Gaia. Oh, let's see what picture you get. These are the well, sometimes I've got to cover these ones, Martin. So you have learnt over the years that failure leads to success. Oh, let's see. Oh, yes, purification. I have to cover it, Martin. Purification. And if you think of that, when I think of her in the water, what else does it say? Hang on, let me get the specs on, Martin. Purification, water, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. See, that's what I see. I feel like you've come so far. It's that cleansing, the water's going with the flow. It's like almost like a baptism. If you think of dunking someone in the water, it's like a baptism. It's like, to me, Martin, that you've been reborn again. You're a whole different person to what you were when you were younger. I feel like your mind, you have changed so much that if people could see you at 20 and see you now, they wouldn't even know who it was. Like, and I don't mean just physically, I mean spiritually, emotionally. You've really navigated and forged a beautiful path forward for yourself, Martin. And you continue to learn and grow too. You don't stay stagnant. That's what I'm getting for you. You've found a purified state, and you're flowing. Like I say, the water, you're flowing really well with life, and you feel really rejuvenated. But you make sure, Martin, I think you do the things that rejuvenate you and refresh you, and I feel like you don't go stale anymore. I think once upon a time you probably used to feel in a rut and stale, and now I feel like you've got this new spark of life in you, and it really helps you through. You emit a very good energy now, very different to when you were in your 20s. You're a changed person, Martin. And people really see it. People really see that change in you. They see the vibrancy, they see the happiness, they see the endearing qualities that you have. You must have some very good and loyal friends, probably only a handful, but they really stick by you and you stick by them. I feel like you've got some really strong bonds, like some really good mates or friendships. And when you get together, you have really, really good, relaxing, chilled out times. I'm just seeing that for you, Martin. You really embrace these kind of situations, little small gatherings you really enjoy. For example, it could be just going out for dinner, having a barbecue. You really enjoy those kind of things where you have a little bit of a social interaction, but it's not overwhelming as well, because you found really good balance, like the card said in the beginning. Oh, you're very balanced, Martin. And P.S., you do love the sunshine. It's coming your way as it guides. Oh, Martin, you're funny. We do laugh, don't we? We stir each other up. I really love having you here on my channel. You are funny. You bring a lot of joy. So thank you for also being on my channel all the time. All right, I'm going to close now. I'll see if there's anything else to close with, guys, and then we'll finish for the day. It sounds like the builders are back. Not many birds again, is there? Oh, I'm getting this song by, I think it's Bette Midler. Do you remember the song The Rose? Some say love, it is a flower, and the lucky and the strong. But remember forgiveness. I don't know the words. In the shooting star becomes the rose. I don't know what it all means. We're going to have to go listen to that. Oh, I've not heard that song for years. Bette Midler, isn't it? The Rose. Let's go listen to it today, guys. There's got to be some message in there for us. There has to be. I'm going to finish off with that song today, The Rose by Bette Midler. Oh, my God. Is it called The Rose Becomes the Rose? That's all the only bit I'm getting. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from me and the doggos. I'll show you Spocket. Where is he? There he is. Say bye, Spock. No, nothing. And goodbye from Sophie. Say goodbye, Sophie. Bye, everyone. In the dirt, as usual. Oh, my God. My poor viewers. The things have got to... Although they've been pretty chill today, haven't they, guys? All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget, like buttons. Please comment. I'll get back to you very soon. Take care, and I'll talk to you. Bye, everyone. Bye.